Let's review all the wedding tips I learned from TikTok during wedding planning, and I'm gonna tell you guys my hard truth if I think it's worth implementing or not. Let's start with the ceremony. So first tip that I learned was to ask the officiant to begin the ceremony with taking in the moment and looking at the crowd. Take it from someone who is very shy and not good in front of big crowds. I am so happy we did this. It was just a few seconds, but it really allowed us to connect with our guests for that really special moment. And then we were right back into the ceremony. It was great. I highly recommend this one. Second tip was have a glass of champagne ready for your guests to drink right after the ceremony. Absolutely yes, we did this, and I'm so happy we did. No one wants to go to cocktail hour and just wait in line for a drink. So right away, the guests went up the stairs to the wraparound patio where cocktail hour was, and they were greeted with a glass of champagne. The reason we did this was twofold. A, it allows people to get drinks quicker, and that alleviates the lineup and the buildup at the bars. We did have 2 cocktail bars, but this way, everyone had a drink right away, set off the tone to the cocktail hour very well. 2, I think it's a very celebratory drink. Like, I associate champagne with really happy moments in life, and we just got married, so it just made sense. Getting a glass of bubbly, everyone's happy, everyone's hugging, it's great. Third tip, ask the officiant to announce the confetti toss. I did tell our officiant to do this and he completely forgot. That is why there's a red X there. I really wish that he did do this because that would mean our guests would actually know what to do with the petal toss. He did not announce it, and I think a handful of guests did the actual confetti toss. So it was a fail. Unless you're confident that your guests will know what to do with the petal toss, I highly recommend you tell your officiant to announce that at the end. Our officiant was actually too busy taking a photo of us as we are walking back down the aisle. I'm not even joking. All right. The next wedding tip was find a ceremony space with natural beauty to save some money on decor and flowers and everything like that. We got married on a golf course overlooking these rolling hills, and we did not need very much decor. In fact, if I were to do this again, I don't even think I would have florals for the ceremony. We did not need anything. It was stunning. So yes, I vet this tip for sure. The next tip was to switch the bride and groom's family. So traditionally the bride is on the left side and the groom's family is on the right side, I believe. We switched that. Michael's family and my family could actually see our face during the ceremony. The next tip was to kiss for 3 alligators at the altar. Michael and I did practice this, and we wanted to make sure our kiss was long enough so that, you know, people could take in the moment and then our photographer can actually capture the moment well and not miss it. And yes, we did this. I absolutely recommend this to every couple. Don't just do a quick peck. Keep it there longer than you think you need. Lock it in. Keep smooching, okay? Let your photographer and your videographer and whoever else is capturing that moment, 3 alligators minimum, for sure. The next tip I remember seeing from a videographer, and they recommended that the officiant, the groom, and the bride are all mic'd up. I wanted to do this, but my DJ didn't actually have more mics, and neither did the venue, so we had to work with 1 mic. I think it was fine. I would have liked to have all of us mic'd up, but it just wasn't possible. And the reason being is you want all your guests, including the back row, to be able to hear every word. Otherwise, your guests are just sitting there and they have no idea what's going on. And the last tip was to fan out my train and practice that beforehand. We did this. I'm so happy we did. Try to work with a bridesmaid or your mother or your sister, whoever's going to fan out that train. Practice that beforehand. It is a tedious task and there is a certain way to do it, and you want that to be fanned out. You don't want it to be crumpled behind you. Plus, it's your wedding dress. You bought it for a reason. So fan it out. I 100% agree with this tip. Make sure you fan out the train at the altar and make sure you practice it beforehand. I'm actually running out of time, so I'm gonna have to do a part 2 to the ceremony edition, so we'll see you in the next one.